Stream has started. Pretty good. The train clock just went off.
There's technical difficulties.
Yep. There we go. Technical. I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to look because I don't think it's going to look right. Here we go. Stream starts right now. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of on OBS. Yeah,
live from the Tony Wallow Studios.
Shift that to the
It's the Ken Stout live show
left,
featuring the Zoom homies. Produced by LK Productions.
But I got the Earth rotating opposite the names, and then that goes away, and then the Earth goes away, and then I go away. I kind of like that. I'll just have to shift the ribbon a little bit. So I have Greg Guy with us already, and Alex Cheek, and it looks like Chris Garrett's joining us. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Alex.
Hey, why do I get special treatment? Because I'm the youngest.
Okay, that was kind of weird for me and my YouTube setup. For 2 days, a microphone for speech on YouTube search has been missing. Now it suddenly appeared. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, by the way, I need to get an audio check for both me and the Zoom people because I, once again, did something I shouldn't have. Mine looks like it might be all right. If anything, it's a little hot. Tony Wallow's got a thumbs up. Now let's get an audio check around Zoom. Greg Guy, you're up first.
Loud and clear. Or Lima Charlie, as we used to say.
Yeah. Alex?
You're good.
Yeah, Zoom I know is good. I'm just worried about audio check on YouTube is perfect. Don't touch anything. Okay, I'm not touching anything. It'll be kind of hard to run the stream if I can't touch anything, but okay. Chris, are you there?
Leave the cameras alone, Kerry. It's fine.
Oh boy, I ended last night's Zoom with being put in the waiting room by somebody, and I'm already being dinged here. Alex, I need to know how your computer repair day went. That's from Long Dog, or LD as we affectionately call him around here.
Well, I didn't have any computer repairs today, but I had one of my customers come and pick up his CDs. He wanted the audio, the vocals off the CDs, and they went, and they were, and both my mom and him were pretty impressed.
So I need to do something on OBS.
And if you're interested, it's all thanks to that website I found that I was showing on a couple of nights ago. Stream.
That's good news. I like hearing the sound of that. You did a great job. Yeah, you did a fantastic job. So I'm going to click the button again, and you guys that are watching the stream will see a drastic change in the ways that it looks.
Waiting.
Well, there's two Zooms now. There's a Zoom background, and then there's a regular Zoom. If I turn off the Zoom right here, then that's the screenshot I took last night. I was messing around with OBS. It's just been an OBS day for me all day. And then if I turn it back on, then that's the regular thing. And then I was goofing around earlier, and I actually sized these down to fit in one of the boxes. I know how Doug does it now, but I can't, like, I can cover Greg up with my brother and I, but I can't get it to match the lines perfectly. So, just been having some fun with this, and then if I really want to have fun, I'll take this and run it all the way to the top like that, and that takes precedence over everything. So everything goes away. So I figured out if I start with that at the bottom, it's a good start. It's a good place to start. Share that with you guys. See what you thought. And after Zoom, I've got something I want to discuss with you. Kind of a continuation. Oh, what happened? Where did Zoom go? Oh my goodness.
You mean after stream, you don't mean after.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You need to take a foreign language and learn how I speak. All right, let me turn that off. And let me
Sorry.
go find, there we go.
Budget's too tight.
Now, is that, yeah, that looks all right. Some of these little graphics displays you create, I gather the assumption they could be technically a template. Oh yeah, you can template the heck out of it. One of the creators I follow, they show their highlights by using templates, and I cannot wrap my head around that. I really can't. Especially in DaVinci Resolve. They've got a specific template created to show something over in the inspector, and it perfectly highlights what they're wanting. So they must put a lot of time into their stuff. Jeff says you'll be with us in a little while. All right, Jeff. Look forward to seeing you. I'm using the word template as a way to modify something you put a lot of work into and you modify it. The Tony Wallow banner is actually 2 templates. One I copied off, downloaded with Alex's help, and the other one I created. Problem is, with the one I created, I can't modify it. So I'm going to scrap it and start all over again and make it modifiable so that if I want to use it in future videos or future uploads or future anything, I can. So I don't know what I was not doing right when I saved it, but I clearly missed a step somewhere. So today I spent a long time going through my backgrounds and just checking them out. And I was trying to get me positioned in the right place. And I thought I had this figured out earlier, but apparently I did not, because now, oh wow, what happened there? All I did was zoomed in and just totally moved myself. Let's zoom back out. Let's take this all the way back out.
Now you're right in the center.
Well, that's where I want to be. Jose's trying to teach me some photography things, and according to him, you want your head on this grid right in the center. But
Yeah.
and which camera am I on? I'm on camera 1, so let me jack this back up.
And the best way to do that is use the picture of the 3 of us so you can cover up Robert.
You mean like
That
that?
exactly.
And then I can move slightly like this. There you go. And if I get real good at it, I can get my shoulders up here like that. That'd be so uncomfortable to go through an entire hour sitting like that. Man. Uh-oh, Chris Garrett's at it again.
He's making Windows 7 noises.
Something.
That's the startup sound.
That sounds like it's getting ready to take off.
I
I do a startup sound for Windows 10. It don't have it by default.
Yeah, that sounded like Windows 7.
I tried to do that for John. I tried to do that for someone who will remain nameless, but couldn't figure it out. Tried all kinds of registry tweaks and everything.
You go to sounds. You go to sounds and
paste it in there.
hold on a minute.
Makes sense.
No, you don't paste it. It's already in there. It's just not turned on.
So LD asked me how many cameras do I have. I actually own 2 C922 cameras, which are active. I own a 270, C270, I think it is, maybe 170, that is not active. I have my iPhone I can use as a camera, and I have my 35 millimeter.
Right here.
I think this is a 270. Let me see. It's a good little camera. Of course, it doesn't say on there what it is. Of course not, because I need to know. But I used it for the longest time, and it works just fine. I have no desire whatsoever to buy a $4,000 camera to do this with.
Ah, come on.
Nope. Oh, there you go. With the exception of a little bit of this shoulder, that's pretty good right there. And all I did was reposition in the chair. That's still a good picture. You go to sound. LD says you go to sounds and there's a selection for play like a sound on boot up. So what? And
Okay. Hold on a minute.
we're
Why ain't it saying, where's my mouse?
It's in the cage.
You need to make your mouse bigger like I've got mine, Chris.
I gotta do.
you only have 2 monitors, Chris. You shouldn't really lose
No,
your
I
mouse.
got one right now.
Oh, you're down to 1. I look a little pink
See
tonight.
what's
Wonder what's
going
going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I think the lighting has changed. No, lighting still.
Okay, that's it. Oh my goodness. It ain't gonna show them. Okay. Can you spotlight me?
I can.
Why is the color?
I don't know.
off?
Here we go.
Oh
my-
man, it's really off, isn't it?
It's really blurry. Let me see if refreshing this over here. Go to quality over here. Go to 1080p. No, it's still blurry on the screen on the YouTube stream. It's real blurry.
Is it me or is it?
Yeah.
I guess would be Chris. It's probably you.
And you probably can't share your screen because you're firing that baby up, right?
Actually, I probably can.
That is blurry though.
You can undo my
Spotlight.
let's see here.
Undone the spotlight.
Stop video because I don't have a shirt on. Go back to Logitech camera. Okay. Let's see here. Share screen. Make sure there's nothing on the desktop.
Yeah, please.
Well, hold on a minute. You're gonna go to settings.
Yeah, I found it. It's under control panel and sound and
Personalization.
communication or sounds.
Themes. It's under themes, sound. And you got play Windows startup sounds. And you can even add the empty recycle bin. You can add the default sound for that too.
Okay, I didn't see that, but that's fine. I'll believe you. So LD's talking about a camera. I like these 922s. I got a pretty good price on them. And Greg's got a 920. I remember when he got that. Rick
Now,
Lakes.
I've got Greg don't have the original 920. I've got the original 920 from like 5 years ago or longer.
Mine's a 920S as in Sam.
What model number is yours, Alex? The very first one that came up?
Mine is an original. Mine's an OG 920, the original first one.
An OG. It's an original gangster camera, huh?
And even though I had it for multiple years before, had it in the microphone multiple years before the COVID hit, I only started using it really when I met y'all and Doug and started having all these video interviews and stuff.
Let's see if that affects the screen or not. I got to get the fan
And also
going.
back before COVID, I didn't have enough upload speed to be able to do anything with, so I couldn't upload any videos or stream anything. But now because I have 10 megs upload, I don't have to worry about tanking the internet when I just because I want to
Yeah.
live stream something or upload something.
So apparently Long Dog uses Dragon's speech recognition program, speech to text. I think it does, right?
What are we talking about?
Long Dog's talking about microphones and cameras, and he mentioned Dragon's natural speaking. So I'm
Oh,
guessing he uses.
nobody uses that anymore. That program is ancient.
What do
You
they
have to-
use?
Google and Siri and whatever else.
Okay. Yeah, Alex has got good
And
audio.
Microsoft Word, if you're running the desktop version of Microsoft Word, it has a really good dictation. The dictation service built in. The problem with Dragon, naturally speaking, is my back when I was in like 9th grade, like 15 years ago, they give me a copy of that on a CD and give me a school computer, a school laptop to take home with it on it. And the problem with that is you have to sit down with the program for hours on end and with it, and it has to be trained to your voice.
That makes sense.
You don't have to train your voice to Google or to Alexa or to Siri or to Cortana or to any of those. Those automatically, or to Microsoft dictation on Microsoft Word or whatever, those automatically pick up your voice pretty good. But with Dragon, you really have to sit down before you can get it to dictate anything. You have to sit down with it and have it learn your voice. As much as people complain about how much dictation these days messes stuff up, sure is a whole lot better than that software that costs $300 or $400 a pop, and it's dictation stuff we're using these days don't cost nothing.
Yeah. What was Doug demonstrating the other day? He did a demonstration on speak to text, did he not? Don't everybody speak at once.
I might have missed that one. I was sleeping.
Do we know what he was using? And the other question I have is for Long Dog, are you using the speech to text to comment in chat? Is that possible?
It's possible on an iPad or on an Android phone. I know that,
but not on a PC.
Or
I'm just wondering. I'm just kind of curious as to.
But I don't think it's possible on a computer.
Jim says voice dictation built into Windows. I'm going to guess that was what that's what Doug was using the other day.
I don't see a reason why, if Doug was demonstrating it, I don't see a reason why Doug would pay however much of the Dragon naturally speaking software is just to be able to demonstrate it.
Right. Long Dog, my question was, are you currently using Dragon to put your text comments into the chat room? Hey, Sean.
Facebook got me again. Don't know why, but they did.
Facebook got you?
Yep.
Do you get any kind of messages with that, or you just aren't there?
Right now, I tried to dispute it again. So they say, Sean, you disagreed with the decision on September 23rd, 2022. Check back here for the result. What happens next? Usually it takes about over a day to review
Sean,
your information.
Try doing what we told you early. Try what we told you before, and change your profile picture to you with a shirt on or to something else.
Did what was their original complaint that you disputed?
They never told me. They just said I broke community guidelines.
Oh,
But I don't break anything. I don't talk crap to anybody on Facebook. I don't talk crap to anybody. I just message you, Alex, and some other friends of mine. That's it. So I don't know why I keep getting.
no, you got me. I just thought maybe they might say, this is what you did wrong. Please, here's your warning or whatever.
All I can tell you is I've had the same Facebook account for as long as I've had Facebook, and I've never had a problem, never gotten put in Facebook jail or whatever they call it.
Mhm.
But I hardly post anything other than my wanting to get business stuff, like ads for myself.
Have
Can
you
you
ever been in Zoom jail?
Zoom jail or Facebook jail?
Zoom jail. The way
Otherwise known as waiting room.
Chris, is there such a real thing as Zoom jail?
I don't think so. I just being funny.
We've all been in Zoom jail other than
I
Greg.
I got that today.
Yeah, you were telling us about that.
So when you're downloading updates, like the cumulative update, and it's not even finished downloading, it's telling you to restart.
It's always done that to me. It's
Yeah.
always done that. I always just don't restart until they all say pending restart. Then I
I
restart.
know that's because that might be why a lot of people have problems.
So I got a question for Greg real quick, or as he says on this photo, Your Highness. Have you declined this in the past and it's came back? Or is this the
Yes.
first? Really?
This is the second one.
Oh wow.
I
Well,
got.
I declined it. I declined the
TPM.
same message on both my mom's and my computer once, and I have not gotten it back yet.
Yeah, that's
And
why
that
I
was-
asked, because I've declined it already once too, and if it's going to pop back up, that's not good.
Turn TPM off.
Yeah, that's a little bit above my pay grade.
Oh, it used to be easy to do, but Asus redesigned the BIOS.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I just did a BIOS update on my computer not too long ago. Man told me, look, I'm wondering if it's still available to turn off.
I got that.
I hope Dale don't do that.
Well, I'll have to keep my sharp eye out for that when I do my updates to see.
And just make sure you hit decline.
This surprises me? No, not really. Yeah, I'll have to make sure not only that, but say I don't want it. I want to stay on Windows 10.
So that person on Doug's chat day, he was saying, I guess I must have misunderstood him or something. He was saying you couldn't download an ISO for Windows 11 2182
Oh, was that today? I thought that was yesterday.
22.
yesterday.
Hey, Rick.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's
Pretty good.
22H2. That's 22H2, right?
Yeah.
He said you couldn't download an ISO.
But I
know
thought that
there's
was
some people-
yesterday when that discussion was going
Yeah.
on.
I was,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was
it was
yesterday.
yesterday. I just watched it today.
Oh, okay. All right. So I've created a little monster, and Rick, he was sending me messages earlier today about his plans in DaVinci Resolve. He's going to be outdoing me here before too long. He'll be on at 1 o'clock my time, noon his time. Doug at 12, me at 12:30, and Rick at 12 again. Oh, that'd be funny. That would be absolutely hilarious. Dang on, Chris, what was that?
Ah, this stupid.
All the stupid and then silence.
sit up here a minute and look at something. Let's see here. I think it's on this tab. Oh yeah, boy, I got lucky there.
Yeah, I disabled the FTPM. That's what it's called in AMD. Is FTPN.
Yeah, but if you're running an older virus, yeah, but the newer virus, it doesn't call it that.
I'm running the latest one on a B450 Wi-Fi gigabyte board, and it's called FTPM. So I disabled it because my mom doesn't want to upgrade yet. So
This laptop I got,
disable it so it won't install it.
this laptop I got, I hadn't fixed yet that my friend gave me. It has PTT instead of TPM, and all my other Dells have TPM.
It's because the one that has PTT doesn't actually have a security chip, but those other ones, I believe those other ones do have a security chip.
Okay.
The PTT is a software security, but if it's TPM, it's you actually should have a hardware security device if it's a business model Dell.
Was it 2021 when they announced Windows 11, or was it 2020? 2021. They announced Windows 11 and everybody was going crazy.
I don't remember.
21, I think.
Everybody was wanting to buy a TPM module. Everybody was still at home, and I guess they just, I don't know.
Looks like Zoom has made a change to the way they're doing things now.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it looks like if you remove someone from a meeting, you can actually allow them back in the meeting. It also looks like if you block them, you can unblock them and let them back in. And according to Zoom, and I know for a fact I've blocked people from Zoom, but according to Zoom, I haven't blocked anybody. According to Zoom.
So they cleared your block. Did you update Zoom?
Probably. I'm sure I did.
And they probably got an update. You know, I'm up to date. I'm surprised. Every week they have an update.
Seems like it. I'm currently on 5.11.11 in parentheses 8425.
Yep, that's the latest.
So maybe that made some changes I'm not aware of. I don't know. That will be interesting to test one of these days. I'm not going to do it tonight. But that would be something interesting to test. So I'll replay the introduction just so those getting here late can see it. Other than I got to
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios.
Right.
It's the Ken Stout live show
I think
featuring the Zoom homies.
Now, actually.
Produced by L&K Productions.
It goes away, glove goes away, and then I pop up.
You need to resize it a little bit.
Yeah, and move it slightly over toward the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copy of just that.
Now, was there still audio with it?
I got it muted.
Oh, yeah,
I
I do.
wonder why I sound like a robot
Yeah, I
on
do.
YouTube. Why I sound like a robot.
Okay, there's going to be a little bit of echo. I'm going to replay this. I want to see. I'm going to replay this.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios. It's the Ken Stout live show
Audio.
featuring the Zoom homies.
Okay,
Produced by L&K Productions.
I'll make those changes tomorrow. You can talk now, guys. See, I
Oh,
unmuted my.
you.
I mean, I muted the YouTube. So why do you think you sound like a robot there, Mr. Happy?
I don't know. I just sound weird. It doesn't sound like my voice. All you guys have like the same voice, but like mine, it sounds weird. It doesn't sound like my voice.
Yours sounds weird. Have you heard mine?
Yours sounds normal, Rick. Mine sounds like a robot.
Have you got bass and treble controls on your microphone?
Right now I'm just using the webcam because I didn't want to bring my other microphone because I am kind of full on ports back there right now. My ports are all full right there. Every port on the back of that machine is full.
So you're still at your mom and dad's?
Yeah, I'll be here till tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you sound pretty normal to me. I mean, Jim's having some lighting issues.
I fixed in a minute.
There we go. Oh, maybe not. Spoke too soon. Yep.
Power outage coming up. Brown out. Brownouts in Delaware.
Yeah, not very often.
I would hope not. We're going to have a high of 66 degrees here tomorrow. I took Greg's advice and did not mow the lawn today. He said, take a nap. I did, and I'll mow the grass tomorrow.
See, good advice. It's 61 right now.
Good. I'm going to need you to call me about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and give me another sound good advice to figure out not
That's
to.
the best time to start any job is tomorrow.
Yeah, well, back in our early days of our relationship, I had a tendency to put everything off tomorrow, the next day, the day after. And Lorna one day goes, oh, you're just Mr. Put everything off until you forget about it, aren't you? I go, what are you talking about? She goes, I asked you to do something. So I will do that tomorrow. And tomorrow comes, you say, oh, we'll do that tomorrow. Oh, well. All right, go catch up on chat. I'm caught up on chat. Can you guys see the screen is not rippling at all, is it? On the back?
No.
Well, it's actually moving.
It's nice and flat.
I turned the fan on above me because it's actually very warm in here tonight. I'm not going to run the air conditioner. I'm kind of silly with the temperatures we're having.
Should open up about 3 windows.
That's what I done. We are currently sitting at 56 degrees outside.
Damn,
It's gonna be that tomorrow.
At the low of 46 in the morning. Ooh.
So our low Saturday is gonna be 53, I believe. So that cold front's coming in then.
Yeah, they're predicting a high of 65 tomorrow, so it went down a degree. A low of 46. Good fall weather coming up here.
Yeah.
We don't even break 70 degrees all the way through next Saturday, so that's wonderful.
That cold front is what's keeping that hurricane out in the ocean.
Yeah, that hurricane's going to go right through B.H. Ringer's backyard. He's getting prepared for it, actually. It's on a trajectory to go right through his area. So hopefully it doesn't. So Long Dog's got an Asus board with some fancy audio built into it and their software to go along with it. Cool.
My Asus board doesn't have anything in the BIOS for audio.
So I do believe Mr. Cheek has a question for the group. Kid, what are you talking about? I don't remember what you're talking about.
He never does.
Key in for the 18th time. Take it away, Mr. Cheek.
Remind me. I know it has something to do with.
Good Lord. And I'm the one with memory problems. We just talked about this not even 5 hours ago. How about, here we go. You ready? Watch the screen. Watch Zoom now. Never mind. Internal drive. I was never good at charades.
Does
Well, don't keep us in suspense. Out with it, boy.
I was wondering, what do you think about? Should I get like a 500 gigabyte NVMe just to store everybody's store all my customers and a little bit of mine, mainly my customers' video projects and whatnot. Because right now all I have is my C drive, and I really don't like having I've got it like a 2 terabyte external, but I really don't want to constantly have a hard drive connected.
You have a slot for it?
Yes.
Okay.
My computer can actually support three drives, 2 NVMe's and one 2.5 inch. But
I would tell your customers
but then if I do that, if I ever want to back it up, I'll need quite a bigger external. I could get a 5 terabyte C external drive is going for like just over $100 now. So
Oh, I like that. I'm talking about the stream, not what you're talking about.
I'd let your customers know that you're keeping their data first. Some of them might not want you to keep it.
That's true.
That's a good point. Never thought about that.
the reason why I bring that up though was because for the first time ever, I had someone ask me to put something on YouTube after I transferred it to DVD and after I deleted their data. So now the only way for me to put it on YouTube is for them to bring me the disc back. I have to convert it back to MP4 and put it on YouTube. And the only thing good about that is that it'll make me another $100 at least.
Let me ask this question. How long did you have the data before you wiped it?
For the most part, once I finish all the video transfers and make sure and put them on all the discs and make sure all the discs work, I will, for the most part, delete the data right after. Just as soon as I give the customer the disc or the flash drive or whatever it is.
Yeah, you might.
I gotta go, so see y'all
Okay.
tomorrow. I'll be on.
All right, Sean.
Time tomorrow, but not tonight.
Hey,
I
Sean,
gotta
real
watch
quick
the
before
show.
you go, I'll get with you later on that. Go ahead.
All right.
All right. Good night.
I would tend to change that policy and maybe give it a week or two, a month at the most, and then delete it.
See, Alex, we all pretty much think about the same. I said a month, Greg said a week, and now Jim's saying a week or two up to a month. So what I told him he should maybe think about is if he anticipates that his business is going to grow at all, is a 500 gigabyte drive going to be big enough? And I know you guys are going to say it is.
No.
But
no.
It's not going to be?
No. I mean, well, first, let's ask this question. How often do you do these transfers, Alex?
That entirely depends on him. Sometimes it's one way after the other. Sometimes I don't do one for several months. And sometimes there's several months in between the time that It all depends on a whole bunch of things. How many one person brings me, how many people I've got bringing them to me. But if you're asking if I've got how often it is that I get like 2 people bringing me 10 tapes a piece, that's very rare.
Okay.
Um,
So I would still stick with a retention policy of somewhere between 2 weeks and a month. You can decide that for yourself. I don't know, 500 gigabyte might be enough if there's enough time in between.
Did my lights move on me today and I don't realize it? I look pink today.
because another thing is I want to make sure I get something big enough, really. 'Cause I don't want to put something in the computer like a 500 gig and then have to go through the hassle of moving the data off to something else and replacing it and opening the machine back up and replacing it and putting another one in there.
Well, then if that's the case, then I would put a minimum of a terabyte in there. That should cover all your bases. Let me just take a look and see. What is,
Even if somebody had 35 gigabytes of data that they wanted you to save for a week, you still got 465 gigabytes of space
Yeah.
left.
And I've not come across anybody that has 35 gigs of data. Most people have,
Then I wouldn't go with the 1 terabyte.
unless it's videos that I'm making DVDs of. Now those can run 5 gigabytes or 6 gigabytes of file. It's typically what those are as MP4s. But as far as pictures, music, normal videos, stuff like that most people have on their computers, I'm just transferring data. It's like this guy that I just transferred this data from this 20-year-old computer. He had somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 15 gigs of data, but I was only able to retrieve 5 gigs of that in total because the hard drive is so old.
ouch.
And you still made a pretty chunk of change on that, didn't you?
I did.
And didn't he say he's coming back? Or did I
That's now that other guy with that 20-year-old computer, he may come back. He didn't say he wasn't going to come back to me, but that was the guy that you're referring to was the guy that came today to pick up those CDs.
Okay. And that's the guy you took the vocals out of?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good deal. I was just catching up on chat. How long have we been going here?
Or
43
40.
minutes.
Yeah, 40 some minutes.
So I think the plan for our high school reunion, I was told the plan for our high school reunion will be fall of next year.
And how many years will that be? 11?
10.
Oh, 10? Okay.
Thought you said you was getting a haircut today.
I thought I was too, but
So it would be 30 years for me. I hadn't heard nothing about it.
Mine's about 52 or 53.
Well, not to beat a dead horse. Any Boston Celtics fans in here?
Larry Bird fan.
Oh yeah. The Boston Celtics suspended their coach for the entire year, which is a nice way of saying he's probably going to get fired, but he said he violated, I don't know, some stupid team rule or something. That caught my attention tonight when I was looking through the sports earlier.
What? Now, this is probably a stupid question, sort of, but why do so many of these Facebook groups say like no gun sales? Is that like against Facebook's community guidelines or something?
Yep.
They say what now?
No gun sales. You can't post in Facebook Marketplace that you're selling a gun.
Yeah, cause they could be stolen.
Well, all kind of reasons why they don't want you doing it, but
That's another reason.
yeah, Mark Zuckerberg runs it, so he can do what he wants.
I mean, I can't post an ad for my
And
caliber.
this is the more important reason why they can tell you can't do it, because it's free. You're not having to pay for Facebook itself. That's the reason why I don't understand why so many people complain about Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, any of those, because unless you're paying for YouTube Premium, you're pretty much not paying for any of the rest of them, so that gives you no room to complain.
Do you have YouTube Premium,
No,
Greg?
I don't, but I don't need it because I have an ad blocker which already blocks the YouTube ads, at least on the computer. Still
No, I was
watch them
just
on-
wondering.
watching it
I
on
just
my-
wondered if someone has YouTube Premium, if they're completely satisfied with it, or if they have any complaints or not. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say they probably got complaints.
But my point was, I don't see why people complain so much about all these social media sites when most of them, the people that are complaining are not the ones. You don't got to pay. You don't got to pay nothing to use them. You can simply decide not to use it.
Well, Robert said he's got YouTube Premium. He says he's got no complaints. I hope he joins us tonight and gives us the update on his afternoon of buying 3 more hard drives.
Jesus.
I think him and Darren are in a slight competition on hard drives. Robert's got to be a couple up on him, though, because Darren just lost another one.
So you're saying I can't post an ad for my M250 caliber machine gun on Facebook? Jesus, Rob.
No, we're not saying that. That's what we're not saying that. That's what Facebook is saying.
God damn, taking my rights away.
This will be an interesting test tonight because I was going to show you. Oh, I shut it off already. Doggone it! I was going to show you something I did in OBS earlier tonight. Took the place of the clock and replaced it with something. And I've also, the flag that's in the background is actually through OBS and the green screen. I don't understand how green screen function works, but hey, it works. It's cool. My son stood here and he was like, "How's that work?" I'm like, "Beats me." And he's waving his hand. He goes, "I don't understand." I said, "Me neither."
Sure you do. You're just keeping it a secret.
I have no clue how it works. None whatsoever. I know it works in conjunction with the camera. And this morning, with OBS on and Zoom off, I still had green screen abilities with no camera going. So I do not get it. I'm not going to look it up. It's not that big of a, I'll be right back. I got to go look something up. Google. How do green screens work?
I hang on a frame behind you.
Shooting with the green screen involves filming a person or adding visual effects in front of a solid color. Then by digitally removing or keying out that color, you could drop that scene onto background of your choice in post-production. Oh, that clears it up. That's what I was thinking. Good Lord.
So
Why
that
did,
image you got behind you works on a green screen?
what, you talking to Greg or me?
You,
Yeah, that's a green screen.
okay.
If I
Cause you
go,
know
if I
weather,
go in here and change it, I'll bring Doug up, and now Doug's my green screen.
weathermen, they use a green screen.
For many, many years now, yes.
Yeah,
When they're telling the weather, they're pointing at it, they're not pointing at the map, they're pointing at the green screen.
Actually, Wintermute says put a green shirt on. I tried that before. I'll be right back. It didn't work before. I don't know how it's going to work tonight. I'm going to do the green screen test again. I got to get my green shirts. Well, I got a green screen now. Well, I'm talking to her like she's right next to me. We did this the other day, actually. I got one more somewhere in here. This will work. Okay. Oops.
Ouch.
You always know the word. Oh, there it is. So there's that. Let's see what this does. This morning, I don't know if you guys caught Daily Da Vinci, which had nothing to do with Da Vinci. Yes, my shirt was black, and it was non-existent. You couldn't see it. It had to do with the way. I told you I'm doing the green screen test. You want to join me? Chicken. I would say something else, but we're on national television. I mean, national YouTube stream or whatever. So, I'm back. That's clearly visible.
That looks blue to me.
That's clearly visible. Oh, there's one that goes away. The striped green shirt goes away. Check that out. That is wild.
Put that on.
That shirt. I want to see if this one goes away. Nope, this one's too bright.
But it's on like the edge. You can see it's changing color or transparency.
Well,
It's
the
right on
shirt.
the edge.
Well, that's because of the way the shirt is.
All right.
So I'll show you that in just a second. And then, oh, these pants do go. Now that's crazy. These go away. The top that goes scrub bottom. The scrub top that goes with this didn't go away. Now, how did I show that briefly there a second ago? I seen it show up. How did I do that? Yeah, right there. Oh, when I lift it. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's closer to the camera. That's farther away. So let's see. This shirt right here, it's actually got the lines in it. Those lines aren't trying to, that shirt, I hate this. I mean, I don't hate it. It drives me wild because of the brightness of the green. It's lime green with green. And this one's actually got stripes on it too that you can see when I get close. But back here where I would sit, oh, that's cool. That is cool. Gives me some ideas too. So I'm going to test your knowledge tonight. Black actors that are famous Samuel Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne, and what's the next one that comes to your mind?
Wesley Snipes.
Damn, you're as bad as Lorna. Okay, that is true. How about another one that's more famous than Wesley Snipes?
Did you said no, Denzel Washington.
Well,
Sidney Poitier.
well, I don't want to go back into the electricity times, but how about Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, okay.
Terrence Gillard.
I could not think of his name tonight. I had to actually Google one of his movies that I knew he was in to remember his name.
The Man on Walker, Clarence Gillard. However you say it.
I always get Fishburne, whatever his name is, and Samuel L. Jackson confused. Not
The
why.
only one. People publicly have done that to them.
Oh, I bet.
And you should see the looks at least that Samuel L. Jackson gave somebody one time. There's video of it somewhere.
So I'm trying to think how I can show Chris this is a true green screen. I don't think I can. There you go. But that's a virtual green screen, although there's a little bit over here. Now if I turn off I have a green screen, then you can see when I move, if I go back to a, you can tell the difference. This is virtual, and you can see my hand's not too good. And if I click right here and say I have a green screen, there is absolutely no image degradation whatsoever. It's amazing.
A little bit of green around your fingers.
That's because my fingers are green. What about now? No? Cool.
Yeah.
Drive You Miss Daisy. Yes. Drive You Miss Daisy was the conversation at dinner tonight. Jim, this comment's directed toward you. Do you remember a program you could run in addition to Microsoft Security Essentials or Windows Defender? The file name was called mrt.exe. Puzzled look on the face, crosses the arms. Let me think a minute. Go ahead. Ooh.
No, I don't remember that.
And he goes, I thought so. That's pretty good. There's a bit of that's really a bit of history I just tossed out there.
Well, toss it back.
Fred
Well, yeah.
G. Stanford.
Throw it back in the dumpster where you got it. Yeah, that's probably back in either the Windows 7 days or something of that nature. Maybe as far back as Windows XP. I couldn't tell off the top of my head, but no,
MRT, malicious software removal tool.
Yeah, that I remember.
BH Ringer says malicious software removal tool. And thank you, BH. You're just in time to see the exit. And if you have a chance, huh?
Removal tool is still a thing. It's still around.
Yeah, still get it from Microsoft updates.
It's still there, but hidden to some extent. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button and get the exit going. And hopefully Wintermute will join us. MBH Ringer will join us on the Zoom. MRH Tuesday T comes monthly on something. Oh, you retracted it.
On Tuesday, patch day.
Okay. So it's going through its deal now. Give some shout out. Tony Wallow, great guy. Chris Garrett, BH Ringer, Long Dog, Robert Michael, Jim. I think that's about everybody that showed up in chat. Oh wait, Mimi showed up and said she was so tired she's not, or sorry she's tired, not going to be here, and she'll be here next time. So No problem, Mimi, if you're watching the stream.
You forgot me again.
Oh, didn't I said you were like the second one I said? You're getting old.
Did you
Well, I like
read-
the back, huh?
Did you see my name?
Oh, wait, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention His Highness was in the stream tonight.
Jesus.
I'll see everybody tomorrow on Daily Da Vinci. Good night.
Oh God, not another one?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus God.
Maybe 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna do some. Wait a minute. Carrie's on vacation, right? So the 4 o'clock slot's open. I may just have to fill that slot tomorrow.